Charlie, so what are you going?
Pressure.
Pressure.
You have woman pressure, job pressure, Charlie. Everywhere
Charlie,
pressure.
the job pressure self in some way. Where Charlie, you catch us to main issues beforehand, you know. Where they bring me back to they make a why people they talk about commitment, you know, even settling down and all that, you know.
The way that situation is rocking me in right now,
Charlie.
Because it's like it's not that I'm running off, or it's not that you go like guys don't like to commit. The question is, what is commitment in the first place? I'm with you, so at least that's a little bit of commitment.
Yeah, but you see, the problem is you even taking the decision to say I'll be with you. For some people, it's difficult, and I kind of understand. I want to understand it sometimes because personally, I don't like telling everything that I have to do, or I like keeping things to myself. Let me put it that way. And when I say I like keeping things to myself, sometimes it's not like any bad stuff that I'm keeping to myself. Sometimes I feel that there are things I can handle. I see, but some way somehow it shows on you. People are like, oh, why are you keeping this away from me and all that kind of drama.
Well, for me, I don't know, but I've come to realize that this commitment thing, it's an issue though, because sometimes the other partner brings in some things that actually shifts our commitment levels. Sometimes they act some way, you get in there, then Charlie, that's my boy Abbey was going to get married, and he started thinking, hey, we were laughing like, hey boy, you go buy. And it was like, Charlie, so very soon the boys will cut off. You can't sleep home at 12 midnight anymore. Charlie. Now by 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock there for their house. Restriction. Charlie. But in a whole sense, for me, commitment is good.
Yeah.
Even though we have fears as men, there's this fear of rejection sometimes. You enter into a relationship and then you want to take it further. The woman looks at you, goes like, okay, sometimes they're like that. They weigh a few things.
Well,
they weigh family. That's his family like me. No. The job he's doing, will he be able to take us, a whole furlong? No. His height, no. You see, presentable, handsome. Can he express himself? Some of these things.
Yeah, you see, they are real
the
issues.
fear of rejection.
Yes,
they are real
realities.
realities.
And you see, sometimes you look at all these things and you want to sit back and be in your comfort zone. But then, you see, sometimes I find it strange why they even talk about commitment on the part of men, because we can also talk about commitment on the side of women. Because they have more issues with commitment than even men. You see, so when we talk about commitment, why do we always make it a man issue?
Yes.
I get it.
Sometimes you are going in for a woman, you don't know whether you don't know what's going to happen. Some of the women, they actually show their true life colors when you commit, because she feels, okay, now he's committed, so I have gotten my foothold on him, so I'll call shots.
See, what I believe,
I'll run away from you as soon as you start trying to call shots in my life.
What I believe we should do, people should be outspoken about what they want and what they don't want. And in doing that, you should be able to let people, let your woman or whoever you're dating know that, look, commitment is two ways, right? And if there are issues, you would want to work it out. And you're dating someone and you know the lady doesn't have it. First of all, you are going to dilly-dally when it comes to commitment, and you're going to waste the lady's time. Let's be truthful to ourselves.
Some people are afraid of change. Because as soon as you commit...
Change is good.
Change is good, but sometimes change is not good. Me, for instance, I remember when I used to date a certain lady, she came to my house. The first thing she was like, I'm going to change these things. I was like, all right, now, bada bang.
Do you even know your bossy on the
league table? The league table self, Charlie, you didn't hear relegation, but you didn't talk about changing curtains and did you come into the picture?
Yeah.
First day you enter my house, you want to change stuff. And I'm like, oh.
And you see, I mean, they also have that perception that if a woman must be seen as a wife material, there are certain things but you see, that kind of thing do not work. You may come there and you may think that everything is,
haphazard,
but I know what I'm doing. So the moment you come and like you are being too nosy and all,
no. Because seriously, the very moment she made that comment, I was like, whoa.
She was trying to be a wife material.
No. Oh, Charlie, after that day, no, away.
Sharp.
Not because she wasn't a nice girl or anything, but she came on too hard.
Yeah.
You know, you want to start changing stuff when your position has not been cemented.
Next thing you know, she'll be like, you should move from this neighborhood. I don't like this neighborhood. There's this thing I saw on Facebook where a guy was like, you are having a fight with your girl, and the guy goes like, the guy go marry you in future, go suffer wrong.
You know, they sometimes the women give too much pressure. Yeah.
No, but you see, I think that sometimes you see, Delali, sometimes we just need to know what we want.
We know what we want.
No, you see, sometimes
as soon as you see woman, we must say this woman definitely
Delali.
Alter matter. You not say this one the alter matter.
Delali, sometimes
there are those that we not say Charlie won't take them nowhere. You understand? That one we are not even looking at commitment today.
You see, there are even those ones that, like you're saying, they alter matter, but men see and they know that this woman is good, and they still mess up.
Oh, what's the mess up there is because that one there is a different story.
You see,
we are men.
So only for me, the big thing about commitment, first of all, you should know what you want, and if you know what you want, yes, go for it. Don't be, if you know you want to kill an elephant, you don't bother chasing antelopes and
before you get to the elephant. You go straight to the elephant.
But you see, sometimes most of our guys, most of our friends, you see them, you know you want an elephant, and then you see grass cutter, and then you're chasing grass cutter. I think
they're trying to do joint
so it makes commitment difficult, because if you want an elephant, you can't even do a chasing antelope at the moment. You can't commit to that.
Have you also noticed that sometimes there's this issue of trust that comes in? Like some of our women these days, Charlie, be sharp. We the men say, if we say we be sharp, but Charlie, their fast lane there is even faster. They use Bugattis for the fast lane.
So you have two of such people coming together, and then Charlie, matter.
And women, we have this thing. The very moment we lose trust for a woman, it's harder to regain it back.
Yeah.
Unlike a woman can easily get the trust she lost for a man.
No, but even trust with a man, is a problem.
The very moment, Charlie, I start smell say some bra one day plus you, or they give some small attention to some different guy, then I start snooping around. I probably pick up your phone, which I shouldn't be doing, but naturally the instincts kick in. I pick your phone and I start seeing some telltale signs. The trust issues come. The lady probably may not be doing anything, but her line of communication with that guy or whoever that person is would attract some kind of slow roll on my part. So the trust issues I've noticed that it is a very, very big thing that
but you see, trust
commitment.
Trust, like you're saying, it's a big deal. And sometimes if you love someone, I believe the trust should come. Because
but you know that you love someone. Like, I meet a girl, I love her, we are in a relationship, then we haven't spoken marriage yet, we are just doing the boyfriend-girlfriend thing. Then maybe, who knows, maybe she goes on the fast lane with me. Then
is it she goes or you are suspecting? Because
either suspect or she goes. One of the
if she goes, it's a different conversation.
For me, I always say that a woman cheating on me is not enough to break up with her. But what happens is that, Charlie, the trust goes down. Now I'll be suspicious of every single move of hers. If at the end of the day she even repents, or she probably might not even be doing what I thought she was doing, or maybe she's done, because I have lost trust for her. No, my level of commitment will be very low.
See, I get where you're coming from,
but because I wouldn't want to go forward with somebody I don't trust.
I believe that sometimes we make it look as if trust or forgiveness comes to women naturally. It doesn't. You see, see,
maybe
a lot of the time you're going to have a lot of men cheat and they expect to be forgiven.
Oh, we did actually.
You see, but you see, sometimes it's very difficult for the women, but they do it anyways. But then a woman cheats, and then the man wouldn't want to have none of it. And I think that sometimes we are not fair. See, me, I believe that.
Not fair.
No, you see, I believe that when you love someone, right, you can cheat on a person, right?
Oh yeah.
And when the person also cheats on you, I mean, you should be able to forgive the person. Same way you expect to be forgiven.
Charlie, bro, I've been in that shoe before where I cheated a lot.
Yeah.
And I was cheated on only once.
And then you're welcome to an end.
Like I don't die. Oh.
You see the way the thing did.
And
so it makes
that actually destroyed the relationship. It did.
Just once.
Not because not fell. Sometimes I sit back and I go like, oh, probably I pushed her to do what she did by virtue of my actions. But then I also go back to say that it's not about me. It's about her too. I mean, naturally, we are human beings. What we do is not necessarily a reflection of what somebody does. It is in our genes.
Yeah.
It's us. So I try to, what's the word? Take consolation in the fact that maybe that is her nature. That she can do it. But through that, the commitment that I used to have in a relationship, it kind of waned. And so did hers.
For me, I think that commitment is important. But what is more important is who you are committed to. Yeah. And like I said, communication. If you know you don't want the person, don't go after the person.
You don't waste the person. That's one thing I believe in. You don't waste somebody's time.
Everybody is selfish. I mean, either it's because of the things the person is getting, the money. But sometimes we need to set all these things aside and know that like probably you are playing with someone's feelings.
The human being is selfish. I like what I'm getting. Even though I know I'm not taking it anywhere, I'm not going to let it go just like that. So I'll still keep, chopping the small bits of it until maybe I get a certain self-actualization and then I decide I move. But like you said, communication is what it's all about. I think commitment, like they say, it's a mind thing. You see something, I like this thing, so I go in for it. When I go in for it, then I should know that I have put myself in it and I'm going to have to stay in it. That's just it. But it be mind. Where say right now the way man in pressure.
No, but Charlie, the thing is, people should not be afraid to move. I mean, if the person you want to commit to is not bringing his mind, or Charlie, just move. I mean, sometimes there's no point in staying 10 years waiting for the person to commit. You see, 1, 2, 3 years and he's not committing. You see, so you should be able to move.
We should move. When you see that the person is not committed, you don't sit one.
The longer you
stay, do 8 years. 8 years.
Charlie, medical school,
8 years.
You ask my shit.
It wasn't easy. 8 years. The day you move, can't see. As if he caused a volcano to erupt. Woman ball. But all these years,
Charlie,
can't make to do
so. Charlie, I for the one.
So I make I finish my area, but Charlie, the drink be easy.
They form rough.
I'm in drink there. Me always had a pass here. I did a corner here, no. So me, if I did away, Charlie, I feel for smooth, Charlie. I just walk past here.
I'm not far from you myself.
We walking distance. I just pass here, I can't get one. You get someone wants to get small bottles to attache. They're like,
it'll go on.
It'll go on. But anyway, Charlie, nice meet you.